Have you ever wondered if airplane mode is actually necessary? Or if the plane you're sitting on was really cleaned before your flight? What about when you take that secret poop in the bathroom at 35,000 feet? Where does that actually go? Today we are answering what are airlines not telling passengers before they board. Buckle up, it's about to get crazy. Flying looks simple from the outside. You buy a ticket, show up at the airport, go through security, sit down, and hope everything goes smoothly. But behind the scenes, there are rules, shortcuts, dirty little habits, safety checks, and passenger mistakes that most travelers never hear about until something goes wrong. And for seniors, that matters even more, because one thing you don't know at the airport can cost you time, money, comfort, or put you in a situation you were not prepared for. So before your next flight, I want to walk through 7 things airlines, airports, and flight crews may not always volunteer. From the seat you're sitting in, to the tray table in front of you, to the water they serve, to the free stuff you may be able to ask for. Some of this sounds nasty. Some of it sounds surprising. But all of it can change how you travel. Let's get into it. Number 7, your seat may not have what you think it has. Most people sit down, buckle up, and assume everything they need in an emergency is exactly where it should be. But passengers do dumb things. Some people steal life vests. Some damage the safety cards. Some mess with equipment because they think it is funny or because they want a souvenir. Now, airlines are supposed to check safety equipment, but if you are not on the first flight of the day, you still need to use your own eyes. Before takeoff, look under your seat. Check the pouch. Make sure the safety card is there. Make sure nothing looks ripped open or missing. You do not need to panic, and you do not need to embarrass anyone. But in an emergency, I assumed it was there is not good enough. Number 6, the plane may not be as clean as it looks. Airlines love clean commercials. They show smiling passengers, shiny cabins, and perfect lighting. But real travel is different. Planes land, passengers get off, the cleaning crew gets a small window, and then the next group gets rushed on. That tray table in front of you may have had food on it, dirty hands on it, a baby changed on it, or something worse. The armrest, screen, seatbelt buckle, and window shade are touched by strangers all day. And seniors especially should not play around with that. Bring disinfecting wipes. Wipe down the tray table, armrests, seatbelt, screen, and anything your hands will touch. That is not being dramatic. That is protecting yourself in a place where hundreds of people have been sitting before you. Number 5, do not get too comfortable with airline blankets and pillows. That little folded blanket may look fresh, but depending on the airline and the flight, you may not know how many times it has been handled. Some travelers assume every blanket is brand new, cleaned, sealed, and ready. But if you are on a tight route with fast turnaround times, that is a big assumption. And anything that goes near your face, neck, mouth, or hands should not be a mystery. Bring your own travel pillow. Bring a light jacket, scarf, or small blanket. Seniors already have enough to think about when traveling. You do not need to wonder whether that blanket was folded up after the last passenger and handed right back out. Number 4, there may be free items on the plane, but nobody is going to announce them like a giveaway. This is where people lose because they do not ask. Depending on the airline, route, and flight length, you may be able to ask for things like sanitizing wipes, earplugs, eye masks, extra snacks, extra drinks, basic first aid supplies, or help with comfort items. Some airlines may have more available on longer flights, especially international flights. But the crew is not always going to walk down the aisle and say, "Attention, seniors, here is everything we can give you." You have to ask. Politely, clearly, and before you actually need it. If your stomach hurts, ask. If you need water for medication, ask. If you need help, ask. The worst they can say is no, but if you sit there silent, the answer is already no. Number 3, those window shade rules are not random. When flight attendants tell you to raise the window shade before takeoff or landing, some people roll their eyes like it is just another pointless rule. It is not. Takeoff and landing are two of the most important parts of a flight, and visibility matters. If something is wrong outside the plane, passengers and crew may need to see it fast. Smoke, fire, damage, blocked exits, or danger outside the aircraft can change which way people move in an emergency. So when the crew tells you to raise the shade, put your tray table up, move your bag, or keep the aisle clear, do it. Not because you are being controlled, because in a real emergency, those little rules can affect how fast people get out. Number 2, airplane mode is not the simple little myth people argue about online. Some people act like one phone will crash the plane, and others act like airplane mode is completely fake. The truth is more practical than that. Airlines have procedures. Different countries have different rules. Flight crews need passengers paying attention during takeoff and landing, not arguing with them about cell signals. For seniors, the smarter move is simple. Put the phone in airplane mode when told, but prepare before you board. Download your boarding pass, screenshot your confirmation number, save your medication list, save emergency contacts, download anything you need to read or watch. Do not trust airport Wi-Fi, airplane Wi-Fi, or a weak signal to save you at the worst possible moment. And number 1, be careful with airplane water. This is one of those things people do not think about until somebody says it out loud. The water used for coffee or tea may come from onboard tanks, and not every traveler feels comfortable trusting that. Maybe the airline has rules. Maybe the crew drinks it. Maybe it is fine on many flights. But seniors with sensitive stomachs, weaker immune systems, or medication needs should not gamble when the solution is easy. Bring an empty bottle through TSA and fill it after security, or buy sealed bottled water before boarding. If you need water for pills, keep it where you can reach it. Do not wait until the cart comes around and hope the timing works out. And here's the real point. Airlines are not going to slow the whole system down just because you did not know what to ask. The gate agent is trying to board the plane. TSA is trying to keep the line moving. The flight crew is trying to stay on schedule. And if you are a senior traveler, moving slower, carrying medication, traveling alone, or dealing with mobility issues, that pressure can make you accept things you should have questioned. So before your next flight, check your seat area, wipe down what you touch, bring your own comfort items, ask for what you need, follow the safety instructions, prepare your phone before boarding, and be careful with anything you drink. The prepared traveler is not paranoid. The prepared traveler is the one who does not get blindsided after the doors close and the plane is already in the air.